cannot hear the other Zoom. Can you? Actually.
Cô An ở Zoom 1 hay Zoom 2 vậy cô?
I think I went into the wrong one. Sorry. Yeah,
Cô An dễ thương là biết ơn cô Linh, biết ơn cô An, biết ơn team. Dạ.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, so we welcome anh Ngô Xuân Gắn going to share with us. Ngô Xuân Gắn said, thank you, cô Diệu Hiền, for calling my name. Hello, everyone. I would like to send my greetings to everyone in Zoom 1 and Zoom 2. And I would like to share my most impressions regards the lesson that I learned yesterday and the importance of love. And because of love, I have changed. I've determined to join all the WIT classes and participate in Mentor K07. But back then, I didn't have all the source concept of love or the information of love. I didn't have awareness of love. And after your lessons yesterday, I have awareness of the importance of love. And I also want to, I want you to share with me more in the next few sessions, so I'll be able to have clearer image of love and be able to accumulate balanced merit, good merit, in order to have sustainable reality of love. Thank you ever so much for your session yesterday. And cô Diệu Hiền said thank you, and Xuân Gắn. He also asked for an extra 2 minutes in order to sing for everyone. And cô Diệu Hiền said that, all right, let's save that for tomorrow morning. If you can come in earlier, then you can sing that to everyone, okay? Right. So tomorrow we can call everyone up and tell them to join the Zoom, and then you can sing for everyone, okay? Thank you, anh Gắn. I would like to invite anh Vũ Nguyễn Minh Tuấn, house 256. And Tuấn said, thank you, cô Diệu Hiền, for calling my name. My name is Minh Tuấn. I'm come from the house 256. To be honest, the last few days I got interrupted, and yesterday lessons I came in to study, but last night I couldn't sleep and I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, and then we started the lessons. Today continue from yesterday. I don't know why recently. I mean, last night I couldn't be able to sleep at all. So those are the keys that relate to love. And today when I rewatched the video of yesterday, I reread the content, the summary content of yesterday, I've reflected on myself in the past. And sometime in the past, in the name of love, I said that I do this for my family, but in reality, I didn't bring inner peace, happiness to the family, but there was tiredness, there was worrying, and regarding love versus emotional clinging. I can differentiate now, and now I can transmit the reality to my family member. And I would like to share one of the reality which I was so proud of myself, is that before I joined Mentor 7, I didn't have any belief in the harmonious marriage, because I had a breakup before in marriage, and it gave me a huge scare of love and marriage, and I was so afraid of marriage. And I see that the same person that I love in the past, I don't have any belief that I could build up a family with that person. But now I change my image, I learn more knowledge from it, and in the next 10 days we're going to get married, and I have a stable belief in the marriage with the person who I was accompanied with. And in the past I didn't have any belief in her, but now things have changed, and the next few just recently we had an argument, and she was so angry, and she told me that, okay, just leave me, wherever you want to go, just go. And within myself, I also so stressed about it. But at the most stressed moments, I stop and ask myself whether my ego is more important, or the happiness next to the person I love is more important. And those key knowledge, those key language from which I learned from, which I have immediately changed my inner state from stress, from angry, from worrying to a different state. And I came over and hugged her, and I feel very peaceful with the relationships. Okay. And the last few hours, the last 4 or 5 hours, I couldn't sleep. I've been staying up and thinking about the wedding, and thinking about the moment that I'm gonna stand in front of her, in front of her family, to share what I learned, the lesson, the impression and realization I learned from this knowledge. And I want to share this knowledge to all of them, that this knowledge has helped me to transform, to change, to be in a peace with myself and this marriage. So that is my impressions, my lessons that I have learned. Thank you ever so much, cô Diệu Hiền and with community. Thank you everyone for listening. Cô Diệu Hiền said it's so delicious. Ngon. Thank you anh Tướng. So now, whether you want to argue or you want to be happy, right? Any moment that we are unhappy because we have not tried to look at it. So thank you ever so much, anh Tuấn. Let's continue with the lesson today. So yesterday, some of you told me that some told me to start earlier, so in order for them to come later on, can continue with the learning. So later on they can take the kids to school. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to finish the whole lessons. Thank you ever so much for Anton sharing in any experiences, life experiences, and we see at that moment we are uncomfortable, we are angry, we are very unhappy, which means we need to go back and hold on to the key of love, because love is the foundations of all. Okay, so love is the manifestation of everything we see in life. So we just need to hold on to this key and we be able to love. So we have the formula, and this is the formula of love. And the reality that anh Tuấn shared earlier is also light in this formula as well. And do you want to know this formula? In order to in any circumstances in life, you need to utilize this formula in order to be able to listen. This formula only have few words. Okay. Sorry, I need to share the screen. So listen, understand, yes, and love. Okay. It's very simple, only few words. Okay, very simple, only few words. The formula of love. The formula of love. So any moment that we feel unfulfilled, we're not living gentle yet, lightly yet, then we are lacking of love. So if we want to have love, we need to be able to listen. Okay. And if we want to, sorry, there's no arrow. So if we want to love ourselves, then we need to understand ourselves. And we only can understand ourselves when we be able to listen to ourselves. Okay. So if you remember the operating principle of inner cognition that we learned yesterday, so everything that we know is determined by our inner cognition, by our inner awareness. So whatever we have inside of us, whatever source concept we have inside of us, and we understand what merit, balance and good merit we have, then we be able to experience the life that we have right now. So we understand that what source concept we have, what image we have in order to achieve, what inner state that we have in order to achieve the desirable outcome. And if we can do something with our family, if we can listen to our family, understand our family, and that means at that moment we can simply can love ourselves, our family, our organization, and our society. Okay, the root cause of everything that we can listen from is from the moment that we can listen to ourselves. Just like the reality when Anton shared how can he be able to love the person next to him, his loved one? Okay, it's because he can listen to himself. He can listen to the fact that he wants to be happy with this lady, with this woman. He wants to live a fulfilled life with her. That means now he needs to understand. Okay, try to understand that, oh, maybe at this moment she just get angry and she just need a hug. And then the moment he gave her a hug, that's finished, everything done. But if we are unable to listen to ourselves, then forever we are unable to love anyone else around us. And I'm so honoring gratitude when we come to this, our organization. Because it's not simple to apply this formula. Sometimes we can listen, but we are unable to understand. All of us in our community here, the moment that we go back to ourselves, okay, we master ourselves, then we can master the external circumstances. So here, when we say we understand, what can we understand? We, as an inner being coaching and consulting specialist, right, we can understand the certain aspects of human life, right? And that is our blessings. We understand all the root cause of the reality that we currently have in this life. We understand the result that we have in this current life, where they come from. Do you agree with me on this? So not just in a love aspect, in any aspects of life, this word here, understand, that helps us to create our inner peace. We understanding our inner being, we understand happiness, we understand love, we understand our health, we understand finances. The moment that we understand, we can create value for ourselves in each of that aspect. Isn't that delicious? In the past, we didn't attempt to try to, we didn't wholeheartedly listened with our heart, right? We listened, but we listened to all of the wanting, imagination. We listened to all the needs, the demand. We didn't really listen to the true, what we truly desire. So today, once we have this formula, it's simpler for us to love, right? But out there in the society, it's not simple for people to love. And out fortune here that we have already accompanied each other to go through a pathway to expand our inner awareness. Okay, so we can love based on wisdom, love based on mentality, and now we can borrow the triangle of reality in order to understand all the source concepts that we have. What are they? We can understand our human energetic structure, and we understand where is the result of our life which we have today, and we understand the root cause the formula of root cause of life to understand that, okay, all of what we have currently come from the image. And if we understand all of this, then according to the operating principle of inner cognition, then believe in yourself that from now to the rest of your life you'll be able to love. You know how to love properly. Okay. Nevertheless, whatever we have done so far, but now we understand. Okay, and because we have the 3 reference systems to reflect on our life, so we know where the root cause of our life come from. And maybe today we not completely thoroughly understand just yet, but slowly slowly we're going to shift it. Okay, we don't need to know what our past human life experience. Okay, but we know that with the vibrational energy frequency, okay, we can believe that we can change. Believe that we can change. Okay. Because our life, whether the last that we didn't know anything of this in the past, but now we know. Okay, so our life in the past, okay, present, and the future. So whether we know or we don't know, our past, present, and future, we are governed by the laws of cause and effect, the law of causality. So all of our past experiences, is because we have our energy, vibrational energy frequency, and all of that come from the source concept that we have, or the images that we have accumulate, and whatever balance merit and good merit that we have, then we experience it. So all of our experience in the past is that much, then our experiences can't be any more than that. Okay, so we understand it here. And the people that we love, they are the same, exactly the same. That means their past, okay, their wholesome, their cause, which the seed that they sow in the past, okay, or the cause that it has in the past, okay, that will generate the cause or the seed, root cause, okay, the seed, the outcome today. Okay, so all of that come from the cause, that come from the concept and image, and the person who have good merit, the person who have balanced merits, is simpler for them to stay in balance, and the person who have positive image can simpler for them to be positive in life. And all of our outcomes in this life is come from the seeds, okay, the cause in the past. Yeah, do you agree with me on this? So let's say with the outcomes, the current outcome that we have, okay, that better. That determined by our inner state. Okay, so our current inner state is, okay, it turns this outcome into the cause for the futures, for our future. Is that right? And the moment that we understand the laws of causality, right? Whether we understand or not, the law of causality, the law of cause and effect still work as the way it should be. So sometimes our husband and wife said that, oh, wherever you want to go, just go. So that outcome, okay, generates from the cause, the seed that we have sown in the past, okay, and somehow that because we didn't have enough good deed, and at this moment, if we understand, then we can love, right? Because the outcome, when the outcomes has been generated, that's done. Okay, the moment that we heard that saying, that's it. But if we are very unpleased about it, at that moment our inner state is negative. Okay, right. So if that person said something, we are just receiving it, but we didn't receive it, but we also feeling unpleased about it, then that inner state is the cause for the future outcome. Just a second that we stay in the negative inner state, the 1 second we stay in the negative inner state, that enough to generate the future outcome already. So we have to understand this part in order to stay in love. And that's why in some of the the classes that we teach about love, I heard a lot of story. Lan Tuấn said, and the husband said that they love their family so much, so they go outside and create a lot of value for society. And then when they invest in something which the whole he haven't done it properly, and he's failed. Okay, he failed, so he came back and tell his wife that he gone bankrupt. So that's that outcome. That's outcome is because of his balanced, good marriage, because of his concept, his image. Okay, his inner state about finances. Okay, that generate the outcomes. So if we understand that, and if the wife understand that and observe as well, right? But most of the wife often said what? Okay, oh my God, our family already poor, and you took all the money to invest, right? So there's a wife who said that, right? Why don't you just stay put and don't do anything? Okay. So that's create that's the moment the wife, okay, already create the causes for the future outcomes. At that moment, the wife decided that whatever the husband invests in, he will fail. Okay, but if that moment the wife can listen and understand, so what does she need to understand? She needs to understand that whether she wants or not, all the loss still happens. Okay, so then that will generate a different cause for the future outcome. Okay, and we need to understand that we not the person who invests. Okay, we are not the victims of that failure, but that is our husband. So he is suffering right now. Okay, and so we. Okay. So Cô Hiến said what? Let's go back home. I'm still here. That shows a wife who really understands. A wife who understands in order to say to her husband that let's go back home. Okay, is too much outside. Go back home with me. We can do it all over again. So that's good, right? Okay, so can you feel the differences in the story here, the story of the wife who resent her husband, and the wife who accept her husband and welcome him home, and the understanding here that we need to know. So here we need to take initiative. We will take initiative to create a cause that generates the future outcomes. Okay, future outcomes that we want. So we understand take initiative to understand. Okay, so what cause should we have here in order to take initiative to achieve the desirable outcome? Okay, how can we take initiative to pick the cause? Okay, and if we understand this part, we can understand what to do by using our wisdom. So we understand that the past cause is generate our current outcomes, and the current cause generate our future outcome. So if we want to have harmonious marriage and desirable human life, then what do we need to understand? What we need to listen to in order to love ourselves and love people around us. And lucky for us, we have 3 reference systems. We have 3 reference systems in order to explain all the root cause of our current life, where it's come from, which cause come from, in the angle, in the views, in the lens of moral philosophy. In the views of religions, faith, and in the field of science. So in the inner being class, thank you ever so much to our teachers. He gave us the knowledge of the 3 reference systems, and through the triangle of reality, we have the triangle of reality. We know what we know, what we believe, what we understand. Okay, under the moral philosophy lens, we understand the triangle of reality. So what we know about love, what we believe about love, what we understand love, that represent the information within us about love and represent our reality of love. So just that saying, enough for us to understand love already. And from the community class to mentor class, master class, our teachers continuously remind us about the 3 reference system. What for? In order for us to remember that our root cause come from, where does it come from, in the views, in the lens of moral philosophy, and in the religions and faith point of view, we know about the human energetic structure. Human energetic structure. So we understand that our wife want to live in peace. Our wife have a certain wanting and imagination. Our husband have a certain wanting and imagination. Okay, and we understand that in order to love them the right way. So thank you ever so much to our teachers. He has opened us to all the views in life, from moral philosophy to religions, faith to science. And through the lens of science, through a scientific point of view, we can explain the root cause of life. Where does it come from? So with science, what reference system we have? The formula for the root cause of life. So from the community class to the mentor class to the master class, we need to understand how can we help other people to live a life of master, enrich master, become and evolve. If we don't understand, okay, all the outcomes in our life is come from our inner awareness. It's come from our concept, from our balance, good, merit, and from our image. So in the past, when we talk about love, I couldn't talk about them because everyone's experience about love are different. Okay, people love experience are different, and most of the time we get entangled with emotional clinging. Okay, and the people who live in love and inner peace, we can only count on our finger. Okay, and we are unable to encounter the people who live in love and have wisdom in love. But the moment that we learn of this knowledge, with 3 reference systems, we start to realize, we start to see, start to feel, start to perceive love everywhere, because now we have the 3 reference systems. And listening to the formula of love, okay, in order to hold on to this knowledge, this formula is very simple. It's very simple that we have the 3 reference system. Now we can explain what outcome, okay, that we have today. The people we love, the cause and the outcome that they have today. Our organization currently, what cause and what outcome that we need to do in order to help other people to have the reality that what we want to achieve. So today and tomorrow and the next day, we are going to optimize all the information that we have from the knowledge that we learn from the 3 reference systems from the inner being class, right? We have already comprehended the reference systems, right? So through love, at the scientific view, applying the formula for the root cause of life, we can understand love and utilize the human energetic structures under religious faith view. Then we can understand the good balance, good merit through love. And with the triangle of reality and the moral philosophy view, we can understand all the concept of love. And then we're going to slowly, step by step, understanding love. So we go through the pathway to expand love. Okay. And in the love class, in the community of understanding love, creating inner peace class, okay, the diagram that we need to arrange in order to transmit the knowledge, transfer the knowledge, and transmit reality to other people. Okay, so in the past, when you heard cô Diệu Hiền, cô Hoàng Anh talk about this and that and those and that, right? So as an inner being coaching consulting specialist, okay, you need to receive this part here. Okay, we're going to work step by step in order to clarify everything. Okay, so today the scientific view is influenced the most of our life currently. So today we going to clarify and let's see whether we understand the root cause, the formula for the root cause of life. Okay, the moment that we understand this, okay, how can we love properly? Okay, what outcome we want to achieve in the scientific view. So in scientific view, we had a formula for the root cause of life. Let's remind each other the formula for the root cause of life. Okay, everyone? So the formula for the root cause of life, what does it give us? It gives us the result for all of our desire that we want in life is all come from our choices that we make in the past. Is that right, everyone? Okay. Our outcome from our choice. So that choice, okay, is built up from what we like, we suit, okay, and it's built up from our character. Okay. Sorry, personality. Personality, okay, come from our habit determined by our actions. Okay, it's formed by it's shaped by our thinking, and our thinking is shaped by our belief. And our belief is shaped by our image. Okay, so our image, we put this in a heart. Okay, and our belief also, okay, determined our choice. Okay, and whether our belief is negative or positive is all come from our image in mind. Okay, and where is that image in mind come from? Is come from what we hear, see, talk, know. So we just remind each other about the formula for the root cause of life a bit, okay? So we know that all of our experience in love currently is come from what we hear, see, talk, know in the past, what we heard, what we seen, what we talk, what we know in the past. If we understand this, then how can we love now? How can we love now? How can we love now if we understand this? We will look at the people we love and our loved one without any resentment, okay? Because we understand that all the current outcomes come from ourselves. We understand the root cause of life begins with me, and we know that all of our current experience, whether it's good or bad, whether it's desirable or undesirable, then all of the root cause of all of those begins with me. Okay, begin with me according to the root cause of life, the formula for the root cause of life, and all of that come from us, because at that moment, okay, that's outcome generated because of what we heard, we seen, we talk, we known. If what we heard, seen, talk, and know is better, then of course the outcome will be different. Okay, so the root cause of life begins with me, but the fall is not from me. So if we understand that, then we can respect ourselves, can understand ourselves, can tolerate ourselves. We have the realities of respect, understand, okay, tolerance, okay, and we will not telling outside that, oh, why we already learned this, but we still anger, we still angry, we still resent, okay, and that is the second time we displease us with ourselves. Okay, so if you realize that, it's very important. And the moment you wake up in the morning, what you say, oh my goodness, okay, I wake up so late for the class today. Why can't I be able to wake up earlier to attend the class? Okay, so at that moment, the outcomes already generate. Okay, the outcomes already there. Whether your awareness, your hearing, seeing, talking, knowing at the moment is will generate the future outcome. If we understand the formula for the root cause of life, then what would we do with ourselves, everyone? What would we do with ourselves? We can listen and understand, then we can love. All right, so we understand that at that moment we have not have clear image of ourselves waking up early in the morning. So if we want to wake up in the morning, then at that moment we take initiative. We take initiative to be responsible, okay, for our life once again. And that moment we change the image. Okay, so how can we change the image? That's determined by what we hear, see, talk, know, right? And that's determined our future. If we want to wake up early, then right now I need to eat nutritious food and prepare myself before I go to bed in order to wake up early, right? So we take initiative, okay? Because otherwise, the people who wake up early, how did they manage to do that? Okay. So the only way to love is to understand. Okay. And by understanding the formula for the root cause of life, we do not focus on negativity. Okay. Not blaming ourselves. Okay. And or the negative thinking that, okay, we thinking of, they will not generate the outcomes that we want. So by understanding, we can love, and by understanding, we can go back and take care of ourselves. Right? The moment that we change the image here, then we can transform. So our life, if we want to transform it, we want to change it. Okay, we want to change our life, then we have to change what? We have to change the image. Okay. If we want to change our life, Okay. Then we got to change the image. So regarding love, yeah. At the moment, the event, the people, the circumstances happen to us. Okay, at that moment, whether our inner state is pleased or displeased, okay, we need to see our emotion, our feeling, and at that moment, we know what we desire. Okay, and once we know what we desire, we can ask ourselves, do we really want it? Okay, do we want it? If we don't want to have it, then we need to change the image. Okay, and if that experience was pleased to us and we want to keep it, want to hold on to it, then we need to hold on to the image. Okay, so the moment that we understand the three reference system, by comprehending the three reference systems, we can understand the root cause of our life, where does that come from, and we simpler to understand ourselves. We can love ourselves, love our family, love our organization, and love our society. So changing our life, changing the image. So changing the image here is, what does it mean? We change the mental image that we have, and changing the mental image means that we change what we hear, see, talk, know. Right? So we change the image, means we change what we hear, see, talk, know. Specifically, if we want to change what we talk and know, then what we heard and what we seen is have to be different. What we hear and see have to be different, right? We are unable to change what we talk, and if we're unable to change what we hear and see, then what we talk and what we know will stay the same. Understand this part, then we know in order to love someone, to accompany someone, we have to create the environment for them. It's very important that we create the right environment for them, and by select the right environment in order to manage what we hear and see. That will help us to change what we talk and know. Okay, I would like to borrow Anh Tuấn reality. The moment that he shift, okay, if you reflect now, the moment that Anh Tuấn managed to be able to control, manage what we hear and see inside of himself, that at that moment his reality changed, right? So if you realize it here, you can see that it's very important, because we often tell each other that, oh, we manage what we hear, see, mean that if we don't want to hear what we don't want to hear, then we're not going to the place that it displays us. Okay, that is negativity. But the reality is that when we manage what we hear, see, we manage ourselves. Okay, what we hear inside of us, what we see inside of us, because what happened outside is the outcomes, and the outcomes generate already, right? That's finished, that's done. Okay, but what we hear inside and see inside is affect our future outcomes. Okay, what we hear inside of us, see inside of us, okay, that's what we need to manage. We manage what we hear inside of us, what we see inside of us, what we currently hear now. We currently are hearing now, currently seeing now. If we hear that our wife nagging us, Okay, that's the different. But if we can manage what we hear and see, then we take initiative to control, okay, our inner part. We can see what is actually happen. Okay, what event, what circumstances, what message is happening here. Then we can reflect on it. We can check on it whether what we hear, what we see here. So when we can know clearly what we hear and what we see, okay, we know what we want to hear, what we want to see, then we know how to manage what we hear and see outside. Okay, if it's too much, it's too much more than what we can bear, right? Then we can stop there. Okay, but the moment that we think that, right, now I can manage it, then we can simply change what we talk and know, right? So all of this come from our inner being, the being of hearing and seeing first. Okay? So we slow down here. The formula, the moment that we can manage what we hear and see, and Tuấn has managed to do that, and he ran over and hugged his wife. But if we unable to manage what we hear and see, right? Okay, so he unable to see that he want to live with this woman for the rest of his life, right? Then he won't be able to change what he talk and won't be able to change what he know. And luckily for Tuấn, why did he manage to do that? Because he has been immersed himself in this environment for a long time. Okay, so he had been self-reflected himself, contemplating himself. So he giving himself the opportunity to hear and see everything that aligned with what he desired. And at the moment, okay, a message sent into him, okay, then all of the benefits or concept and positive image appear in his mind, and it gives him the chance to reflect on what we hear and see. So at the beginning we listen to love, but after a while we can love with wisdom, and if we understand this, then we can see the pathway to love other people, and that simply is more simpler. And we taking initiative to create the environment for us and for other people to see the positive mental image in order to change their image and change their life. Okay, we can continue to talk bad with other people, talk bad at other people, and hope they be able to love us. Okay? Because all of this, our success begins with a good environment. All success starts with a good environment. Our success begins with a good environment. So a good environment means the environment help us to hear, see, talk, know, okay, all the good things. Okay. Hear, see, talk, know, align with what we design, So if we love someone, and if we love ourselves, then we have to create this good environment for ourselves. Okay? And if we love someone, then we must take initiative to create good environment for them to hear, see, talk, know what aligns with their desire. What for? In order to accumulate good balance merit, in order to accumulate beneficial source concept, and to have the positive image. And they can master their own inner state. Then they can select, and they select their energy vibrational frequency. Then if we understand this, then it's very simple to love other people. And other people here mean ourselves, our family, our society, and our organization. And if we be lucky enough to have the blessing, to have the fortune to encounter anyone, then we'll be able to bring this transformation to other people. So when we said all transformation begins with love, is here. Okay. Why do we say that all transformation begins with love? Because we know where is that outcomes come from. Okay, it's come from the taking initiative to change that environment. Okay, we going to nurture the condition, the favorable conditions. Okay, and we have the formula: wholesome cause plus favorable conditions equal desirable outcome. Yeah, and understand that we can love and we can master that. Okay. Wholesome cause, favorable conditions equal desirable outcome. Okay, so we need to manage what we hear, see, talk, know in order to manage our image, have a positive image, and the desirable outcomes is come from our favorable conditions and the good and the wholesome cause. Wholesome cause means that we create a good environment for our husband, for our children, so they can hear, see, talk, know all the goodness. So other people around us, they can achieve the desirable outcomes. Okay, their desirable outcome, and that's why we need to utilize the principle of light. That's why when we see our children holding a knife, we will tell our children to hold it properly, be carefully while holding it, right? But instead of saying that, screaming at them and tell them to stop holding the knife, okay, and telling them that they may just cut themselves. So that is how we create the good environment. And good environment created by who? If we don't understand all of this, then we still love, but okay, the more we love other people, the more they're gonna say, please stop loving me. The more we love them, other people, then the more what we said, what we know to say, there's no benefit in it for other people. There's no benefit in it for us and for other people. Oh my God. Okay, so if you can realize it's here, then you can see that why we need to comprehend the three reference systems. As an inner being, coaching, consulting specialist, you can transmit your reality to other people. If you comprehend the three reference systems and we understand all of our current outcomes, where do they come from, and apply them in love, right? The pathway to expand our awareness of love, that means we dissolve the potion that we have here and turn it into the love, the water of love. And if you want to turn it into the water of finances, okay, whether you want to you want to create a drink, you can apply them in the three reference systems in that aspect. Okay, and by comprehending the three reference system, we can understand all of the result in our life, all of the outcomes in our life, where do they come from. Okay, and by immersing yourself in this organization, in this environment, okay, whether we have really changed what we hear, see, talk, know. Have we done that yet? If not yet, then let's go back to manage what we hear, see, in order to change what we talk, know. And the simplest way to manage what we, the simplest way to manage what we hear, see, is to change what we talk and know. The simplest way to change what we talk and know is to manage our hear and what we hear and see. So let's just ask ourselves, everyone, let's ask ourselves, in one day, how many times you look at your current reality, current outcome, current experience, human life experience, and what do you know about your current experience? What do you say? What do you talk to your loved one? Okay, if we haven't changed it here, then when will we change our image? When will we change our life? So let's go back to manage what we hear and see every day. What do we talk to ourselves? What do we talk to our children? What would we talk to everyone in our organization? Let's see whether we really love those people, whether we really love ourselves yet, whether we have taken initiative to create the environment. The environment that align with what did we design. Okay. If we be able to do that, that's wonderful. That so delicious, that ngon. But we got to understand what do we really desire here, what do we really want here, and all of it come from start from the outcomes. So the formula for the root cause of life remind us that the root cause of life begin with me. Okay, begin with me is everything in life begin with me. So we need to establish what do we really want here, what do we desire here. And then we'll be able to manage what we hear, see, talk, know in order to align what we desire. Okay, if we don't know what we desire, then we don't know what we need to manage, what do we need to change. So today, if you can realize this, that's the moment that you can. Please, okay. So we can manage the inside in order to manage the outside. Okay, I need to change the outside, but in order to manage the inside, we must change the outside. Okay, in order to change the outside, we need to manage from the inside. Okay, understand this here, everyone. Okay. Cô Diệu Hiền diagram is moving right now because her camera is not fit in properly. Okay. Okay, so cô Hiền is using two cameras for two different Zoom right now. Okay, so we need to take initiative to create the good environment So everyone, just content acknowledge here. I'm gonna ask the IT to help me with this. So at this moment, you can only understand and accept. If you're unable to understand and accept, and said that, oh my God, all the teachers, all the teacher always said that we need to put the paper fit into the camera, but I unable to do that right now because the nails got loose on the camera. So please understand. So today we receive this knowledge. Okay, it means that through the formula for the root cause of life, we've go back to. Sorry, this is the previous diagram. I haven't rewritten it yet, but just use this for now. Okay. So in order to create the image, the mental image in our mind, okay, we need to, the first step, we need to stop all the negative or the not good image. Okay. So if you are weak, then don't go outside. If you are not well, then don't go outside. Okay. So if you are not strong right now, then take initiative to stay in the environment where they give us what the hearing, seeing, talk, thinking and knowing that align with what we desire, and stop receiving rubbish from the outside. And if you accidentally in the past you have stayed in the environment that not good, then let's manage the what you hear, see, talk, know inside of yourself. Okay, right? So don't say that, oh, my parents is like that, that's why I'm here now, that's why I'm like this, and then you start resenting your past, resenting your parents. Okay, but remember that once the moment that the outcome has been generated, it's done. Okay, and our job here is to change the image in our mind. Okay, and in order to change the image in our mind, we need to stop what happened in the past. Okay, and firstly, we need to give ourselves the chance to start acquiring the new things, and secondly, we need to stop acquiring the negative image. Okay, so when you put yourself in the good environment, you will not acquire the negative image anymore. Okay, so stop all the hearing, seeing, talking, knowing negatively inside of yourself. So if people scold you, don't keep repeating that inside of your mind. Okay, some people, they're unable to manage what they hear, see, talk, know, and sometimes people scold them 20 years ago, and within that 20 years they continually hearing it, seeing it, and talking about it. So let's manage what we hear, see, talk, know inside of us, because the moment that the outcomes have been generated, it's done. So if you want to change your life, you need to change the image in your mind first. Okay, so if your child are not unable to swim, doesn't matter what swimming pool you throw your child into, you still receive the same result. Okay, so what you must do is to give your child swimming lessons, going to see other people swim. The moment that your child have a clear image, then the chance for the outcomes be generated, right? Okay, so and you have a clear image. Clear image. So, in love, we'll be able to generate, we'll be able to acquire what we want to hear, see, talk, know in order to achieve the outcomes that we desire. Okay. So today we receive it here. Receive it up to here, then our life officially start changing. So after we learn this knowledge, okay, you don't automatically have the outcomes, okay, but we have to take an initiative to create the environment, right? Environment in order to achieve what we desire. And we know that sometimes we learn all of this knowledge and we are able to love and unable to love, okay? So because sometimes we forget this knowledge. So if every day, okay, you'll be able to spare 60 minutes a day to talk about love, okay, then the percentage that I myself của Diệu Hiền said that I forget how to love, okay, will be less than everyone else, right? Okay, so in the past I'll keep telling other people that, oh, let's love each other, everyone. Love yourself, drinking water. You mean drinking water is loving yourself. And I create an environment. I create an environment to drink properly? Right? Have I create an environment to love myself? So that means I know how to apply the scientific point of view. And what I want to say here is that let's take the initiative to create an environment for what you desire to happen. So what you hear, see, talk, know will be acquired every day. And you need to be diligent every single day to create the environment for the outcome to be generated. And if you want a harmonious family, if you want your human life to have a lot of desirable experience, then what do we need to take initiative to create here? Have we diligently do all what we desired? And congratulations to all of you that you be able to utilize this law and principle into your life. Okay, and isn't that wonderful? So if you be able to utilize the formula for the root cause in the love, that means you already changed your life. And a lot of people tell me that, oh, they want to love, but they never participate in the the class of love. And there are people telling me they want to have the finances, good finances, but they never participate in the financial class. And some people said they want their children to be independent, but they always do everything for their kids, and then they scold their kids because they're unable to do anything. So have we created an environment for our kids to have the positive mental image about what we desire? So if we haven't done any of that, do we really love? Okay. So love needs wisdom, right? And if we love with wisdom, we will be in inner peace, be with inner peace. And that means we go with the flow, right? But if the moment you love and you feel suffering, you feel you have to sacrifice, you have to do a lot of things for other people, that means you might just go against the flow already. Then please go back to love yourself. Please select to love yourself. Take initiative to love yourself in order for everything else to be simpler. So thank you ever so much, everyone. We stop here, and tomorrow we will utilize the rest of the 2 reference systems. So today we utilize the scientific point of view. 5 phút nữa sau mẹ làm sữa nhé. Okay. So have you confident to be able to create a good environment for yourself and for to everyone else already. And cô Quế Minh told me that I need to share. I need to stop by 6 o'clock, and PreMentor will share with you. Now she is one of the teachers that are very blessed that if our life be very blessed that we be able to meet her in our organization, because every single time that I meet her, every time that I meet her, all of our what I hear she talk now is had turned to a new page the moment I met her. I met woman. She's she gives speech offerings, face offerings. She used like all the 7 offerings to create environment for everyone to be able to expand their awareness up to date with the modern society. And the person who behind the app that we're using the app with daily, if we observe all of the the modern applications of our everything that happened in our organization, that has been happened because of PreMentor, and she has determined to help us to be able to master our futures. So in the modern life where everyone's afraid of AI, afraid that all the technologies grow so much, then the PreMentor give us all the right mindset to understand the self, the human life. Okay. So we be able to expand our awareness about everything that we hear and see. Okay, so 2 more minutes we'll be able to meet PreMentor, and she will update us the information and and we'll be able to change all the mental image within ourselves, so we be able to change and create more value, and PreMentor will give us a lot of value later on. So is coming here yet? Okay. Oh my God. The moment that I be able to meet PreMentor is my greatest pleasure. The moment that I went to Song Mai to prepare for the document to form the center, the training centers. Then at that time, 8 teachers have sit together to work together to gather all of the information and the paperwork to form the document in order to create to form the facility. We trying to do that but never be able to finish. But the moment Common appear and train the book club to write the book, then I see that she just like an angel. She like an angel who appear, right? My mindset back then wasn't right, so I couldn't make everything effectively. And within 1 week, when she appear, she gave us the information or the data. I be able to compile all the document to apply for the center to be formed. And before that, okay, a teacher sit together but unable to know what steps in order to do all of that. Okay, so all of what we hear, see, talk, know, when we clear all of that, then we'll be able to see the result. So if we be able to have proper mindset, then okay, everything that we want in app what daily will be there for us. We want to create a good environment, so the app with daily is. Mình ăn xong chưa? Okay. You know that ăn đồ ăn bà ngoại nấu á. You know that with app daily is have all the information that you need. Okay. If you want to communicate with your family, your children, and want to talk about
Xin mẹ cho con khơi
I feel that the saying, our treasures is in our home, and we don't know that they are there, but we keep going outside to look for them. Okay, so let's go back to our house here. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Của mình Barrow. Okay, I see her beautiful smile already. Okay, right. So everyone, please send your love, send her to cô Minh, and welcome her to our class today. Hello, thank you cô Diệu Hiền, and hello to cô Minh. Everyone saying thank you cô Diệu Hiền right now.
Thank you, Dễ Hiền. Thank you. Huh? What? What? I cannot hear you. What? 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 I cannot hear you.
Nói tiếng Việt đi.
Cái gì?
Nói tiếng
I
Việt đi.
cannot hear you.
Nói tiếng Việt đi.
Cái gì?
Nói tiếng Việt đi.
Mimi có mà. Cái gì?
Con muốn qua trời đồng nhiều vậy. Okay, comment very excited talking, but we cannot hear anything.
Hoa Anh cũng chưa có nghe đúng không Hoa Anh? Em hỏi thầy Dưỡng nha.
Okay, I can hear now. So let me share with you how we have been building up with daily. And how you can contribute in doing it as well. Okay. So just a moment, I'm going to share the screen with you. Okay, so let me talk to you all now. The editor team, team. So I'm gonna share with you our plan, so you can accompany us on finalize with daily. So let me share with you the reason why the function VIP of with daily has been created, because nowadays we live in the modern time when we have a lot of information to utilize, right? We have YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, everything. So we're unable to utilize all of them. So hang on. I cannot see anyone in front of me right now. Let me log in with another screen. Okay, and with the huge content on social media right now, and the world is going faster. Okay, then the depth we start losing the depth of what we have, and we try to keep you in here the longer the better, right? So I cannot see all of you right now, so if you can't see my screen, can you see my screen clearly now? No. Okay, the screen is much clearer now. Right, so we are having so much content, right? But the content, they lack the depth, and all of the social media, they are optimizing their channel right now. And what they're trying to do is that when you log in to watch one information, you will continue to stay there to continue watching, right? And here we do not provide more information for you to watch, but we're going to create the space. We're going to create a space here, and every story that we create here for you to be able to realize your inner truth within it. So in here we do not just tell the story, we create the moments where you can find the light within yourself through every single story. And we understand that each of us, we have the inner truth within ourselves, we have the Buddha nature within ourselves. So through our daily life, we can read with daily story, and each of these story, we're going to connect with it. Let's create the closeness for us to be able to remind us of the light within our life through every single story. We do not aim to become another social media. Okay, but we want to create a library to reflect the real life, and in every story you'll be able to stop and be able to reflect yourself. Okay, obviously you can hear all of the story in here, but focus for all of the story to be created in here, that we go into the story in here, you'll be able to connect to yourself, be able to want to stop to help your mom to cook, you want to spend time with your kids, you want to go and do exercise, taking care of yourself. So this story in here is gonna give you inspiration to do all of that, the things that you somehow forget to do. So each of the story, we aim to do that. Okay, they will optimize the depth of the story. We optimize the depth of the story, not and we will not translate all of this story to English either. Okay, and our directions, our vision for 2026. So at the first quarter, we are in March right now. So first quarter, we're going to build the foundations and the content to achieve the standard, the DNA standard. So we're in the periods where we need more people helping us to write more story now. And so we'll be able to, we need people to help us to... Mimi ơi, em ra ngoài để mẹ chia sẻ xem. And our group here, we have the procedure to create the foundations of a lot of story that is trust and is been optimized. So and we want to produce 500 audios, 500 story with audio, and we have already created so much story now that we want to listen to your feedback. So all of you who has been paid for pay the fee to keep this engine to continue to go. Okay. And thank you ever so much for whoever been participate to experience this and have give us the feedback on this. So in the first quarter, we need to make every stories, or if to touch all of you, and if it's not enough to touch you, then the story need to have the match the required standard, so the listener feel it's worth the time that they listened and feel that they want to share this story with their friends, okay, and their loved one. And these are the aim that we're going for, and the goals that we're aiming for. And with the second quarter, we go into build the daily habits for the user, and hopefully the user be able to hopefully we'll be able to generate the English versions for these stories, and going to optimize this even better. And we currently optimize the presentation, okay, minimize the presentation so it's more effectively for the users, and get prepared to bring this to the world, okay, bring this globally. And we are preparing to standardize all of these of the user experience right now. And the goal of the second quarter is to everyone to use this app, okay, and experience it better, okay, and we'll be able to touch you and give you the light for your life, and you'll be able to be kinder to everyone around you, and be able to connect to everyone in our community. So we want the user to have the habit of using this app daily. And after the second quarter, once we reach 1,000 story and translate all this story into English, then through our organization, we'll be able to introduce you the affiliate the affiliate community, so we'll be able to share this globally. And when you share this, you're gonna feel that it's just amazing. You have to share it, and you want to share it, okay? And obviously you share it, and then you have income for the rest of this life, so that's give you more motivation to share this knowledge. So we have already built up all of that as well, and if you want to see all of that, I will show you later. And in the third quarter, we're going to launch the affiliate communities and open up to German language as well, because all of the leader in our community, they have they help with all of the story in here. So I want to have someone leading this market, the German market, in order to bring this app even more global. And with German, we have Cô Diệu Vân accompany us. And the goals to give the user even more better experience. And in the fourth quarter, we go into complete the experience with daily with 3 languages to the users. So all of the buttons, all of the presentation, everything in the from the content to the design, we want to maximize it so it's more suitable to the user. And hopefully by quarter 4, by the end of quarter 4 with daily, worth for your time to come back to it every single day. So from quarter 3 to quarter 3 is about in June. Our organization is very blessed that in May, cô Diệu Vân, she has the event. She organized an event that gather 100 leaders, and there's some government people as well going to participate in that event. So if we be able to contribute together, and from May we're able to participate with each other, then we can utilize the event which the government, the German government allow this to happen. Then all the leaders gather together by the end of May to beginning of June. Okay. And why we daily need editor edit moments, because this is the time where we build the foundation in order to achieve 1 million users in the future, and we want to have the people who create the content here, more and more people create the content here, and we want to have 10,000 people who write stories in here, and each of our story in here, the more we reach the future, the stronger we become. So at this moment we are building the foundation. So at the moment we have about 500 stories has been published. So we need to standardize them in order to for this our app to be able to upgrade in the quality, and we'll be able to build content systems that last over time, and any step will be able to be stable in here. Okay. Okay, so some incidents in the microphone. Right. So this time, this is a very important time that we accompany each other. We will have the editor teams. So the founders in the editors, they play the roles of the foundation role to edit and build up all the stories right now, follow the DNA of With Daily, and we go into maintain the consistency of the way we're telling the story, and everyone in the editor team, they not only create a story, but they also shape the personality of which daily going to tell story to the world. So your impressions going to show over time, and the roles of these editors, they go into maintain the depth, the standard, and the salt of With Daily, and they will determine whether the story created achieve the standard of daily With Daily DNA. And when they edit all the story, they will make the story go smoother, more natural, and we go into maintain consistency, that all the story that been published going to achieve the right standard, the proper standard that we has already established for the team. Okay, and we maintain the depth of the story. Okay, we keep the story flow naturally. Okay, we will not talk too much about the moral philosophy. We do not apply the theory into our story, but we go into maintain the original soul of the story and bring it to the users. We do not exchange the truth for the closeness. Okay? And the person who do the editor roles going to know exactly what to do and when to stop. And all of us here, we represent wit. Okay, so we create. Okay, so when we looking for so who we looking for? We're looking for someone who has already had experience write a story for a published company, a magazines, a book, right? And someone know how to write a story, how to evaluate a story, how to refuse the 60 to 80% the content that not achieve the standard, and we go into put down our ego to listen to the author. And sometimes because of our ego, we are unable to listen to the authors, then we'll be able to lose that good story. So in here, we do not put our ego above everyone else, but we aim to achieve the value. Okay, so we going to share the same soul here, and the person we're looking for have the ability to work independently and have a ability to accept the feedback. Okay, so what do you so what's your responsibility and your power, your authority? Yeah. You have the authority to remove the story that not up to standard, and you can participate to direct the content of Wit Daily in order to open up to the English story, and you're able to standardize the story here. And your journey to develop, you become the editor, the member of the editor, and the lead editor. Okay, editor member and the lead editor. And how do you work with us? Okay, so at the beginning, when we're at the foundation round right now, you do not have receive the income yet. Okay, we focus on create the standards and building up the systems, the operating system right now. And in the future, when the foundation's already been established, then we be able to share the profit. So in the future, we share the profit with each other, and we're going to clarify all of this. There are no promise here, but we're going to work with each other, and you can receive the value. Every story here is our value. At which daily, the story is not just a content to share with trend, okay, but it is the asset that we build up over time. And the moment that someone still listen to it, the moment that someone still recommend it and it will generate money first, and all the editors will receive the according the suitable income that story bring to Wit Daily, over time. Okay, for example, that story receive money over 1 year, then you still receive that money in 1 year. And if that story continue to receive money in 30 years, then you will have received the income for 30 years. And a good story is not just live in live the day it's published, but it's continue to follow many to live in many generations over many years. Okay, and if our story is a soul that judge other people, help other people to transform their life, change their life for the better, then we feel happiness already, right? And we haven't even talked about the good and merit. Okay, and through this app, we'll be able to judge millions of people. So the story that you edit, okay, and publish, and later on, 100 years later on, okay, a lot of people being judged, and with acknowledgement, okay, we have the longer that story still being generate money, the more you still receive that money anyway. And who you are suitable to this position if you often observe everything around you, observe people around you. Okay, okay, you can see everything in subtle way, and you can notice other people. You love inner peace and love closeness. You don't like all the over motivational stories out there. Okay, and you can write story in the minimalist styles and natural way. Okay, and we want to bring this story globally, so we wanted to touch many people. So the more minimalist and the more simplest you can write story, the more you can touch to more people. Okay, and as I said earlier, we do not apply our own personalities on the story to other people. Okay, and all the members in our group will be able to connect with each other as well. So if you okay, you demand the high standard at work, right? Okay, if you don't do it, then it's fine. But if you start with the work, you will do your best, and you will see this work as your when you build this brand, you're gonna build this brand as is your own life and your responsibility. Okay, and with inquisitives mean that we are willing to listen, willing to learn from all the team member, and we will not let our ego stand above the work and the missions and our vision and missions of our with daily projects to encompass your mission as well. So if you feel that these projects is worth of your time and your energies, and also if you feel that is encompass your inspiration and your passion, and you're willing to overcome everything else to be able to change this opportunity, take this opportunity on, then I also experienced that if we be able to do the thing that we create value, okay, then we have, and once we have the big team, then we want to create a lot of value, right? Then we might just see other people in different lands, but if we have honoring gratitude in us already, then together we work everything smoothly. Here there's a few things that to say that you are not suitable to this position if you're unable to motivate other people, you're unable to, you want to have a clear lessons in every story, you priority the viral of the story, and you want to show your own personality, then you're not really suitable with this position. But with daily, it's not just a place for work, but it's a place for you. If you want, few years later, you have been, you have contributed to something that value, and your impressions, put your seal, put into each of the story in here that's passed to many people. And if you want to see your work be developed over time, and then all the team in With Daily welcome you to our team. So this is the app. So all the app that have depth is they are not being built by the crowd, but they've been built by a small group who are serious with the high standard. Okay, so do you have any questions for me? I see the hand raising. Okay. You want to share? Okay. Right. So chị Phan Thị Hòa asked that she asked about the function, but the function that we already created. Okay. So at the top of the screen, right? It will create your like story. Yeah. And at the top you're gonna see in the future you're gonna see that our designs will be upgraded. So at the moment we are working on the presentation right now to optimize it. So on the first tab you're gonna save all the story, and then the second tab you're gonna save all the story being classified into many versions. Okay. And then you press into the like button, it's going to save into your like story, okay, and create a playlist for you. Okay, so Phan Thị Hòa, do you want to take the photo of your screenshot and send it to me? Okay, so the moment that we have the income coming into With Daily, whatever you want to create, the whole team had to work very hard for it, and a lot of money I put it into the app. Okay, and a lot of people work behind the app to create what you want here, and through this we will have the source of incomes that help us to create more value in the future. Okay. So I would like to invite Big Han. Big Han said thank you for sharing the applications of With Daily. So you're going to share how to apply into this position, right? Okay, let me share the Thị Hòa email here and share with. Okay, let me type in the chat box. Let me choose the email and send it to all of you. So if you want to apply, okay, let's. Không có đồ dơ của em, không phải của chị. Okay. Okay, so. Okay, let me put the email in the here, and I'm going to share with you the file so you can read this and share with each other, and whoever can help with this project, please apply. Chị Nguyễn Thu Hà asked how to work. Right, let me share with you how to apply to this position first. Okay, and then I will answer you. So how to apply? You write about yourself. You write or do a video introduce about yourself, and I will send you some of the sample, and you send that to Thầy Hòa. Thầy Hòa going to send you some of the sample story, and you going to try to edit those story, okay, and send it back to Thầy Hòa. Okay. So when you introduce yourself, you not just introduce yourself, but you share the reason why you want to apply to want to become the With Daily editor. Okay, and so this is how it's go, the process of it. Then you pick the story, and then you edit the story, and then you answer the when you edit the story, at the end of the story, you're going to write that your experience, right? After reading this story, what the reader going to feel, going to inquire about this story. Okay, in order to feel the value of this story, and I will also send you the DNA of With Daily. Okay, so DNA of With Daily. Don't know if you want me to share with you about this. I just share with you. Okay, that's it. Okay, so after you send your application, then we can sit down together. We have a session, sit down together to see whether we match each other energy, whether we can work together or not. Okay, and then we so the process is that you go into write or send a video to Thầy Hoàng to introduce yourself, the reason why you want to apply in this position. Okay, and why you want to accompany us in this journey, and then Thầy Hòa will send you some story. You try to edit those stories, and you think this story going to stay with the readers. Okay, what the feeling the reader gonna have after reading this story. Okay, and Thầy Hòa will check Commandi. Cô Hiền is responsible with this story right now. And Hằng said, when I introduce myself, I need to send you the story that I edit before. Comment Barrow said, oh, that'd be good if you can do that. Otherwise, just share share about yourself and whether you feel the reason why you want to participate, and how you suitable with us. That's all. And then we will send you some story, and then you pick those story to edit. That's all. Okay, thank you for your questions. Okay, I would like to invite Xuân Nhật. Okay, Nhật asked, so what's the working hour? What's the working hour? Comment Barrow said that the team often sit together Monday morning and Friday evening. Everyone sit down together. The people who are doing video, doing writing story, editor team, everyone, we sit down together So the Glow team, we sit down together on Monday morning and Friday evening, but we working on we interact with each other on the chat box, okay, and we had a Zoom that opened all the time. So whoever you want to work, it's like an online office, okay. So whoever you want to meet up, to tell them to go on there. Nhật, Xuân Nhật asks, okay, so when we divide up the paycheck according to percentage, how's that percentage work out? Okay, and Kuman Barrow said that, so is it 50%? Whoever accompany to contribute to work will receive about 50% of your work, and there's a different percentage for the people who write story, different percentages for audio person, so different percentages for different person, different group. Okay, so we do not have a solid number right now, because we are working with the depend on what do you really want, money, good merit, balanced merit. Okay, and so the first step, we together we build the foundation, and the more we build, the bigger house we have here. Okay, so remind me to share with you about affiliate. Okay, because so the package you going, the percentage of the package you receive, currently we receive 50%. That is what we all receive here. But whether we achieve the 10,000, 50,000 users, it depends on the users that the income that's come to us depend on the users participate in our with us here, and later on we will have a song, some music for each story, and so then the value that we achieve here. So if you want to become a millionaire, you need to create the value that will 10